Hey folks, welcome back to another Poem Master video, and today we're gonna actually go through the trailer again and get a closer look into the specifically the 6-star EX sync pair power up, whatever the heck they want to call it thing, the new mechanic, right? And let's discuss some stuff about it. So let's first play that part about it again, and all right. Let's go, Mr. Iguchi. Mm-hmm. All right. Pause. So like here's the first thing that they mentioned. So the first thing they mentioned is once you like train a 6-star or not 6-star, a 5-star sync pair, and then you reach some certain conditions, and then you could make them into 6-stars. This does raise a question. That is, do they mean natural 5-stars, or do they also include boosted 5-stars in there, right? Because obviously that's going to be a huge deal because there's a lot of 3-stars and 4-stars that can be boosted to 5-stars eventually that are very, very powerful. And if somehow they don't get this mechanic, that would be very, very sad, right? A few examples throwing out there, right? Haxorus, um, right? Claire would be another great one. A lot of these 3-star or Mew, it's another really good one. That if it's only for like natural 5-stars, that would kind of suck. That would really kind of suck. So hopefully it's just for like 5-stars in general. Once you do boost it to a 5-star, you could then go ahead and promote it into a 6-star somehow with their mechanics, right? Damn, they're sitting up very very straight. I'm slightly ashamed. All right. So the second point that they mentioned is that in terms of this feature, obviously it's just one of the main parts of the feature is that you could change the outfits of the units. They did mention that there would be a limited number of sync pairs that have access to this function when this feature launches at the first year anniversary. So I would assume that's more than one. So for those wondering, oh, is it only just Singsu Red? Very likely it's going to be more than just Singsu Red, right? So don't worry too much about that. See, some folks are kind of worrying about that. So there's that as well, and eventually they probably will, just keep on adding more units that will get this function. I'd assume kind of sort of like how they're doing sync grids, maybe, right? But we'll see how that process works out. So they also mentioned that like once this, you know what? Let me just get their language a bit more clear. So once this function or this feature does come out, the new sync pairs would already have their 6-star thing unlocked, right? So you don't have to worry about having to unlock them and all that stuff. So again, there will be more sync pairs than just Sync Suit Red. And a side point, this is a bit of a slight stretch, but assuming because this launches on first year anniversary, and assuming the first year anniversary, that event that they didn't really talk about too much is the Singsu Blue and Singsu Leaf one. Unlocking both Singsu Red, Blue, and Leafs 6 stars potential at the same time would make a lot of sense. Again, that part's just speculation, right? But they did mention new sync pairs will have their 6-star potential thing unlocked already, so or available for unlock. Wait, did you say available for unlock? Oh, it's already unlocked. Damn. Okay. Obviously, this is, as you guys know already, poster child for the game. Mm-hmm. All right, pause here. So another thing that in terms of like outside of the outfits, like a few other changes that are slightly important that we should probably talk about is, well, the first less important part but really cool part is, they are adding like animations to like the cards, right, or units, that like there's moving flame. That's pretty cool, right? And hopefully there's other different stuff that they put on each sync pairs. The other thing that we do want to talk about is that they mentioned that unlocking into 6 star would give these units the potential to increase their sync move, power up their sync moves, right? That's what they mentioned: power up, sync move, power up, whatever. And if we look closely at these two pictures, right, this is just basically showing that you could change between the outfits. If you like the 6 star outfit, you can use that. If you like the regular one, you can use that as well. Personally, I kind of like the new one because like the regular one, I've mentioned this before a lot. Like Sings Red's regular outfit just looks like regular Red. So there's that. Anyways, something else that I do want folks to pay attention to is look at the stats, right? The stats: 760 HP, 420 attack, 420 special attack, 169 defense and special defense, and then 305 speed. If you guys do pay attention to that, that is actually Charizard's stats at 20 out of 20. It is its stats at 20 out of 20. So some people have been potentially theorizing that this could mean that you at least need to get the units to 20 out of 20 to turn into 6 stars, which does kind of make sense, because not only, again, did they show us that those units at 20 out of 20, also also there is the fact that how regular potential systems work, right? You power up a 1 star to 2 star with potential tickets, 2 star, 3 star potential tickets, 4 star, 5 star with potential tickets as well. It would kind of make sense if you're powering up a 5 star to 6 star with potential tickets. But again, this is mostly speculations. None of this is confirmed, but it is a possibility. However, one other thing that we do kind of want to mention is that over here in the video, it shows it's 5 out of 5. However, on their master's Twitter page, right? On their Twitter page, it does mention, do they have a link to their Twitter or their social media pages? It does show that it is 1 out of 5. So it, again, footage is not final, all that stuff, but very, very likely folks do not need 5 out of 5. 1 out of 5 should be sufficient enough, so guys don't have to worry about, we have to get dupes or whatever. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. So there's that as well. All right. So yeah, that's basically their segment about that. There is all right. Let's get into some more stuff that we want to talk about here. They did mention, like I said before, right, that the big thing about other than the outfit thing, powering up to 6 star is that you do get sync move power ups. This benefits a certain group of units, which is mainly strikers and specifically sync nuke users, right? Stuff like Hilda and Polion, right? Metagross, if you want to sync nuke with Metagross, Mew, like all these sync nuke units, they definitely benefit more than most other units, and obviously strikers benefit more. And not just strikers, it could be tech units that do a lot of damage, just in general damage dealers. I don't mean like the roll strikers, but just damage dealers also do, or units that use their sync moves, right? Do also benefit from this as well, more than, so say stuff like units like Rotoms. Rotom could do okayish damage. You generally don't really see anyone using Rotom sync move that much, although it is possible. Stuff like, I guess, Palossand, right? So that's something else to consider. One other thing to think about that I thought was interesting is, of all the units, I wonder how they're gonna do like Leaf's sync move, right? Because Leaf's sync move, it's not like if they're gonna, make it more powerful, it's not like, oh, we're just gonna slap an extra 25 damage buff to like and what was it called? Endless Possibilities EV boost or something. I can't remember the sync move name, but if you just slap damage onto that sync move, it does nothing. It's terrible, right? Since it doesn't have any damage to begin with, it does 0 damage. It is interesting to see how they'll handle that. Maybe they'll, instead of +2 to all those stats, maybe they'll make it +3 to all those stats, which would be incredibly powerful, right? Then you only need like 2 syncs. 2 sync cycles, and then like you'll have your full team at like max all those stats, right? +6. Or if they want, add like +1 crit to that as well. That would be also very powerful. Or add some other stuff to it. Maybe they'll just leave it with it does. Hey, it's now it used to be Eva boost. You get those stats, all those stuff, and now it's still the same. Of nothing changed there, but we also made it to like 25 damage. That'll be the worst case scenario. But again, it would be pretty interesting to see how Eevee would work with that. Some other stuff that I do want to mention, that again, this is all pure speculation. Since they are changing like the costumes and stuff, I do wonder would that impact some Pokemon that should have Mega Evolutions but don't yet. Obviously the big suspect over here is Brendan Sceptile, right? Could potentially making it 6-star give it Mega Sceptile? Could, potentially making it 6-star give Zinnia Mega Rayquaza, Mega Mewtwo for Mewtwo, and Giovanni? Could that be a possibility? Again, this is a bit more far-fetched, but it is something else to think about as well. So, yeah, again, 6-star potential is coming at the anniversary. Pretty interesting stuff. Personally, I would very much like to see them unlock the 6-star potential for Sabrina first. But I mean, not that it really does anything. If they are just gonna like power up her sync move, it's not bad, I guess, since it is a mega. Powering up the sync move does definitely help a bit with that. But in general, obviously that helps more with the strikers and sync nuke users. But I just want to see what other costume they could give them. So, anyways, that's me for this one. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.